Welcome to Vacation Station, hosted by Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazines.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to our spring vacation travel show today. We're talking about spring vacation across America, and today is our Big Blend Radio 4th Friday Big Blend Radio Travel Showcase with the International Food Wine Travel Writers Association. And of course, we're your hosts, Nancy Reed and Lisa Smith, the mother-daughter travel team on our Love Your Parks tour, and publishers of the digital interactive Big Blend Radio and TV magazine, and also Parks and Travel magazine. You can see it all at bigblendmagazines.com. And we have two special guests joining us on today's show. We're going to be talking about city travel, and we're going to talk with Deborah Wakefield. She's of CityPASS. And this is really cool about, when you go to a city, there's so much to do. It can be overwhelming and it could be costly. And I believe that CityPASS takes care of it. I encourage you to go to their website at citypass.com. Welcome, Deborah. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. So you're our go-to for saving money, but also finding out where the quality destinations to go in a city.
Absolutely. You made such a great point. One of the big travel stresses that people have is, what do I see and do when I get to my destination? And CityPASS makes that a little easier by combining admission to all of the top attractions in one ticket. So once you have your CityPASS, you don't have to spend any additional money or buy anything else to enter those attractions. And because CityPASS is deeply discounted, you're probably going to save 40 to 50% off what it would cost to buy those tickets separately. So, you can splurge a little bit on a nice meal or a wonderful bottle of wine or something because you've just been smart and saved all this money.
Yeah, I'm going for the wine and the dinner. Yeah. That sounds good. Well, I think especially for families, this is something really, it's kind of, the way this is set up, and I love the backstory of it, it's a family-run business. What it does, for me, it makes you look at, because cities can also be kind of, traffic, you get a little nervous sometimes, but you've kind of made it look like going to a city is one big giant resort, and kind of like inclusive with the attractions.
That is exactly what our two owners, Mike Morey and Mike Gallagher, wanted to create, was sort of a theme park ticket, like where you buy the one ticket, get into the park, and you get on all the good rides. So they wanted to do the same type of thing for a city. And so this is the idea they came up with. I think it's 24 years ago now. We're still family owned, but we have sold 23 million CityPASS tickets since they started. So we feel like a big company, even though we're still a small family owned company.
Can I have $1 per one that you've sold?
That's cool.
I'd like that. I want to introduce.
I'll check on that.
I know. I want to introduce our next guest, Douglas MacKenzie. He's off Visit Phoenix in the beautiful Sonoran Desert, and I have to say, Nancy and I have lived in Tucson for many years in the Sonoran Desert, and Yuma, Arizona has been our headquarters of our Love Your Parks tour. We're very familiar with the desert, but not as familiar as Phoenix. And I know that spring in the desert cannot be beat. It is a magic time of year. So I encourage you to go to the website. It's visitphoenix.com. So welcome, Doug. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. We want to come play in Phoenix because I hear you're going to have a nice flower season.
We are anticipating a gorgeous blooming season in just a few weeks. It is amazing, from our desert botanical garden with the largest collection of cactus and succulents in North America.
Whoa.
I really go there probably once a month and see different cactus every visit. It's just gorgeous.
Nice.
Ooh, I love that.
I
and
like
then
it. Yeah.
Is it Phoenix, because like I was saying, you want to look at it as a city, as a resort. And when I was going through your website, I'm like, listen, there's a lot to eat, drink, and be merry about. There's flower power. There's hiking, so you can get some physical activity in there. but it looks like you are like a resort of, athletics and sports and music and entertainment. Would you say Phoenix is a big resort with margaritas?
It's you should definitely bring your suntan lotion.
Okay.
We have some 62,000 rooms with wonderful resorts for getaways and for the entire family, with pools and wave pools and rivers and rapids and wonderful spas. In fact, you mentioned margarita. At our Westin Kierland Resort, they offer tequila facials. So that's almost close enough.
That's my style there, Doug. And also, when you think about being outside in the springtime, people, the desert gets warm. I like the desert in the summer. I'm weird. I like monsoon storms. It's so cool. But spring it's really, if you get out early in the morning, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's weather-wise.
Springtime temperatures are very moderate and wonderful in the afternoon. When the sun goes down, it is very refreshing, yet you can still dine outside on the patio. And what is really fun is that we have such a vibrant downtown with Latina-inspired murals and light rail and grid bicycles. But within 20 minutes, you can be in the middle of the desert going for a wonderful hike or a hot air balloon. Right.
How big is Phoenix? Like, I know Tucson, it was 1 million plus people, and you don't really feel it because it's so spread out with the mountains and around us. What's it like in regards to Phoenix? Is it spread out? Is there, how many people?
Phoenix is the 5th largest city in the U.S.,
Whoa.
but it's fairly easy to get around because our Sky Harbor Airport is centrally located and mere 20 minutes from downtown. We also have a light rail that spans more than 30 miles and only costs $4 a day unlimited. So that's quite the bargain.
Very, very cool.
You are able to really venture far and wide for very, very reasonable fees. And there are so many good places to visit for restaurants and spas and museums. And I love the Musical Instrument Museum with over 6,000 instruments from around the world. And that's just a wonderful, wonderful afternoon spent there.
I really want to go there. Nancy, we've interviewed so many musicians that have performed there. Actually, a dear friend of ours, we used to live in South Africa, a dear friend of ours, Brendan Ross, performed there with Johnny Clegg on his last American tour, and Makana has performed there. I think Pierre Ben Susan, the guitarist. So it's a museum, but there's a concert facility too. So that's unique to be able to enjoy that.
Yes, they have live performances probably 5 nights a week.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the music is good. And then I was reading that you have like a big mountain music festival that comes up.
We do. MP3 is coming up very shortly in downtown. We have all sorts of good music clubs and venues that bring in indie bands and every type of band. So it's a wonderful music city.
I wanted to go back to you, Deborah, in regards to CityPASS. You've got 22 CityPasses have been sold, so this is ding good. But I wanted to talk about the destination. So it's 14 North American. I know we're talking about city destinations across the country because we can with you. Because you've got. I was looking at all the different cities that you cover, but you've also stepped into Canada with Toronto, right?
Yes. And now I'm thinking we need a Phoenix CityPASS.
I was saying that, right?
Doug talk about it.
Okay, let's start negotiating now. That is cool. Mm-hmm.
We have 14 destinations now. Seattle and San Francisco were our two first that we launched in 1997, and then we added New York and Boston, and we've been adding ever since. So we're up to 14 now. New York is by far our biggest seller, and a lot of the people who purchase that are international travelers, but a lot of domestic travelers too. So that's our biggest selling ticket.
And you do Atlanta. Orlando's got to be pretty big as well with, all the, I mean, there's a lot of attractions there.
Orlando is one of our newest passes, and it's a different model than all of our other destinations where we've pre-selected the top attractions for you. In both Southern California and Orlando, you now build your own ticket. So we just started this last January, where you'll come to our website and you'll decide if you want to add Universal or Disney, Legoland, SeaWorld. In Southern California, you can also add the San Diego Zoo. And you put your perfect, ideal ticket together, customize it totally in terms of the number of days you want the tickets to be valid for, whether you want park hoppers or one park per day tickets. And as you put that together, it keeps a running total of your costs, and then just below that is your savings. So you can keep track of that too if you're a family travel planner on a budget.
Nice.
I know, this is cool. And so do you get a lot of people from overseas coming in and planning their trips when they come to America? Because a lot of times they'll do more than one city. They do the iconic American road trip too.
Right, and Europeans especially, they have 30 days of vacation is just a regular vacation for them. So they'll come over and they will hop around. They'll hop around the country. CityPASS tickets are now mobile as well, and if you're an international traveler and you want your ticket in a different language, we have 7 language options you can pick from. And so that has made it very easy for international travelers who may not feel confident in English to just kind of package their whole trip in their native language and have all the instructions very easy to follow and navigate.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I think we have to be more language centric in tourism these days. I think, with so
That's
many,
true.
we really, really do. And Doug, it's Phoenix. It's got to be. I mean, you're kind of right there by the Grand Canyon and all these national parks, and you're central to the Southwest. You've got to have a lot of international tourism.
We do. People, like I like to tell folks, people from our international guests have only seen cactus in cartoons.
Yeah, the Gumby cactus.
So they love it. There's so much to see on different day trips, including Sedona, the Grand Canyon. We also have over 110 Arizona wines and a wonderful wine region to where there's tasting rooms and you can try great Arizona wines. We have so much agritourism. We have an olive farm, which has tours every day with wonderful olive oils from Mexican lime to Meyer lemon. Down the street, they have a peach farm, which will be in a few weeks. You can go and actually pick your peaches. If you want to overnight, they have Airstreams called the Cozy Peach, and you can overnight in the peach orchard, wake up in the morning, have breakfast, and pick peaches. So all sorts of fun agritourism and outdoor adventure as well.
I had no idea. Nancy, would you think peaches in
No.
Phoenix? No.
No, but it sounds cool.
I know. I want to sleep in an orchard. That's really unique.
I want to make peach pie.
Yeah. And margaritas, peach margaritas. I'm feeling margarita style right now. I know it's too early. It's too early, but I'm in. So what's going on? Baseball. That seems to be a really big deal going on in Phoenix too.
Our pitchers and catchers are already practicing, and the opening day for spring training is this Saturday, the 22nd. It's a quick 4 weeks, but we have 15 teams in 9 different parks playing ball every day. A wonderful pastime for the family to go out in the afternoon and have a little food and enjoy the sunshine and watch baseball players up close.
I love this. And, so people can go out. That's a great way to learn too. I bet a lot of kids like to go and watch. So
it's a wonderful pastime for kids to get autographs, to get photos, and you're really so close to the field that you can catch a lot of foul balls too, and just enjoy a wonderful afternoon with the family.
I love it. I love it. So, spring, you know how we love these questions here, springtime in a city. Okay, so I want to ask both of you, you're going to have a weekend and you've got friends or family. You know how people do the drop-in? Hey, we're coming to town. You're going to be our tour guide for the weekend. So, Deborah, what city are you going to? What CityPASS city are you going to for spring? Like if you were going to be able to take family and friends around.
Well, it's hard to pick a favorite, sort of like picking your favorite child, but I think I might head to New York this
Mm.
spring. I'm very excited about a new attraction we're adding to our weekend City Pass ticket, which is the New York C3 ticket, and we're adding the Edge observation deck at Hudson Yards. That will open on May 11th, and so that's the first day it will be available on our ticket as well. And it's the highest observation deck in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow.
So, and it's right on the western edge of Manhattan in a new development called Hudson Yards. So you'll be able to see the whole New York skyline. And spring in New York is such a great time in terms of weather that I think I might head there.
Oh, that sounds neat.
Mm.
What are some other great attractions in New York for folks to take in while they're there? I have no clue about New York yet, other than I want to go to see the Statue of Liberty.
Well, you should definitely get there because the Statue of Liberty just opened last fall a brand new Statue of Liberty museum. So
Oh.
there's definitely a reason to visit, even if you've already been there before. Our tickets also include the Empire State Building, and we have a 2-visit ticket on our New York City Pass ticket so that you can go in the morning, kind of get your day view in and your daytime photos, and then go back in the evening. I always tell people go as late as you can. They're open till 2 a.m. every single day of the year.
Wow.
And the later you go, the smaller the crowds. So that's a City Pass tip for you. And then we also have the ferry access to Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island with admission to both museums, the 9/11 Memorial Museum, American Museum of Natural History, the Met, which is a whole day ticket, Museum of Modern Art. So there's a lot to do in New York. You'll never be bored.
I'm just, I need a driver. That's what I need.
You just need to master the subway, and trust me, it's not that hard.
Oh boy.
It's much faster than surface streets.
That sounds good. Hey, come on, Nancy. It's a whole new world,
I know, it might be fun.
I like the more kind of transportation options, the better, like you were saying, Doug, what Phoenix has too. So, she was just talking about amazing views. Where do you go in Phoenix to have a good view of the desert, like looking down and out?
Well, we have so many great hikes up in different mountains, from the White Tanks to the Superstition Mountains. The Phoenician Resort has a wonderful lobby bar that overlooks Phoenix, as well as the Sanctuary Resort does as well. We have some downtown properties like the Palomar and Cambria, which have rooftop pools and bars up there to see the wonderful skyline. So either that or ride on a hot air balloon in the morning for sunrise or at sunset, and then you'll have a gorgeous view of the entire region. It's so quiet and just a wonderful trip over the desert.
Ooh, I like that. Hot air
Yeah,
balloon.
balloons are fun.
I know. That's something. It's magical because the desert is. There's a magic to it that I just, it's going to be different going back east. Going, okay, there goes my beloved desert. But somebody, your family comes knocking on your door. Is there anywhere special you're going to take them over a weekend?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll go to a spring training game. We'll maybe go to Top Golf and hit some golf balls. We'll definitely try some of our cocktail lounges. You mentioned tequila. The Fairmont Resort actually has a tequila goddess who's been trained in the city of Tequila, Mexico. So they have about 140 tequilas that you can try.
Whoa!
Which is a lot of fun. And definitely some of our farm-to-table food items. We every month there's a group that does a 120-person one-table dinner in the middle of the desert. So you're underneath the stars, and you have a wonderful, gorgeous feast at night to dine and enjoy the stars and stargazing.
Oh, I love this.
That's
Love this.
nice.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Hmm.
I think that the more connection we have with food, our farmers is so important. When you have, especially in a city, that's always surprising to me. The agriculture that goes on. I'm seeing in more of the cities that we're going to that there's even little pocket farms and pocket gardens popping up everywhere. So it's really nice to hear about that kind of experience in Phoenix. I have to say, both of you, we've got New York on the list, we've got Phoenix on the list. It sounds like a lot of road tripping. Before we go, Deborah, I know that you've got Southern California as a main thing as well. Is that mostly the Anaheim, LA area, or do you go into San Diego at all?
We do go into San Diego. That ticket includes options to add to your build your own ticket. Disneyland, and that's both parks, California Adventure and the Disneyland Park, Universal Studios Hollywood, SeaWorld San Diego, Legoland, which is a hoot. I love Legoland. And then either the San Diego Zoo or the San Diego Zoo Safari Park.
Okay. And I noticed you've got Denver on there. Nancy and I have been assigned to visit and document. We have an interactive map series on nationalparktraveling.com, everyone, where you can see that we are starting to document capital cities across America. And so far we've done 2, so we've got a lot more to go. So we've done Santa Fe and Little Rock. And Doug, you've got Phoenix as the capital city. Is the Capitol building open? Does it have, a museum or anything attached to it that we can visit?
There is a museum at the Capitol, and it's open. We also have Chase Field, the only baseball stadium in America that has a swimming pool, and they offer tours every day as well.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. So, well, I'm planning, but you've got Denver on here, and Denver is a big possibility for us this year, Deborah. We were actually there. We circled all around it last year. So now we need to go in there. Now we're doing this. It's like, no, get in there to the Mile High City. Anything you recommend that we visit in the Capitol?
I really love the Wings Over the Rockies Air and Space Museum. They have a lot of just, real aircraft that are on display, but they also have a few special ones like an X-Wing fighter from Star Wars. And it's a life-size replica. So I think that's a fun place to visit. And the Denver Botanic Gardens are gorgeous as well.
And that's another thing.
Yeah.
So you got both of you, botanical gardens. We have another story assignment on that, is Gardens Across America. So this is good. We have to go see the succulents and the cactus. They're so neat, So I want to go do that. Doug, thank you both for joining us. Everyone, the websites, again, citypass.com and visit phoenix.com. Check them both out. And we also want to thank our friends over at the International Food, Wine, Travel Writers Association. They're the instigator for this as a showcase, our seasonal showcases here, which are part of our fourth Friday Big Blend Radio Festivals. You can keep up with that at bigblendradio.com. But if you are a travel writer, a traveler, a destination, go check out ifwtwa.org. They also have a professional conference coming up in November, which will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So a lot going on with the organization. Again, it's ifwtwa.org. Really networks everyone together. And we always love to play music for you, our audience. So thank you for joining us. And also for our guests. And this song is called Travel Song. It's by guitarist Misha Shellhaus, and it's from his album Double Take. And you can keep up with him at mishamusic.com. So thank you, Doug, and thank you, Deborah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Here it is. Travel Song, everybody. Plan that spring road trip. Don't wait till summer. Do it now.